Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Merry Christmas and Crăciun fericit. That's how life is. Some people have a good time, other people are dying in other parts of the world or don't have access to drinking water, food, medication, and a minimum standard of living to be human. But hey, we are human and humane. I'm going to talk about the war in Ukraine in this video with a massive missile and drone attack on Ukraine. I'm going to talk about the aftermath of that attack, the location, and all those bombers that helped the Russians launch this attack. As well as we're going to discuss the violation, according to the Moldovan President, violation of the airspace of Moldova and Romania by the Russian missiles and the Poles with bows reaction to this attack. I have a few maps here, I have a few pictures and some articles to discuss, so let's get going. First, an article from Ukrinform. This is from the 25th of December 2024. Ukraine braces for missile strike as two 95 MS bombers take off in Russia. In the early hours of Wednesday, December 25th, several Tu-95 MS strategic bombers took off from Olenia airfield in Russia. So this is in Murmansk region, Russia, heading south. The Russians, this is the airfield, the Russians are using their airfield from north by Finland and Norway. I'm going to show you where this is located. This is in the middle of nowhere. So this is in Murmansk, right there. This is Finland, this is Norway here. So this is where they take off and they go down here towards Moscow, and then they release their missiles towards Ukraine, which is down here. So from there to here, the Ukrainians can't strike them yet. So they have that airfield over there, and they also have the one in the Volgograd area and the Volga River and Engels too. So let's go to details on what actually happened. Here, Ukrainska Pravda. Ukraine's air defense downed 113 Russian aerial targets on Christmas Eve. So Wednesday, 25th of December 2024. This is the evidence of the drones and the missiles. Ukraine's defense forces destroyed 55 cruise missiles, 4 guided missiles, and 54 drones out of 184 aerial targets launched by Russia on Christmas Eve. I will report on what the Russians' justification for this massive attack is. Russian forces launched a combined attack on Ukraine's fuel and energy infrastructure using air, ground, and sea-based missiles of various types, along with Shahed drones and decoy drones on the night of 24 to 25 of December. In total, Ukraine's Air Force's radar units detected and tracked 184 Russian aerial targets. That's a massive missile and drone attack. So this is what we have. 2 ballistic Kn-23 missiles launched from Russia's Voronezh Oblast. Where is Voronezh? Voronezh is right here, from this oblast by Ukraine. 10 S-300, S-400 surface-to-air missiles launched from Belgorod Oblast. Where is Belgorod Oblast? Right here, in the east. Right here, and this is Ukraine. 12 caliber cruise missiles fired from the Black Sea. I read an article, I skimmed through, where the Ukrainians claimed that there's no missile carrier in the Black Sea ready to attack. So they must have attacked from this area, because these guys claim that the missiles crossed through the airspace of Romania and Moldova. So either they went around like this. Why? Because they attack Ivano-Frankivsk. I will show you the damage over there. All right, so this is where the caliber cruise missiles were launched from the Black Sea area. Then we have 50 Kh-101, Kh-55 SM cruise missiles from 295 MS strategic bombers launched from Volgograd Oblast and the Caspian Sea. So that's what I was talking about, from the Volgograd, which is east of Ukraine. Let me just, of Russia. Where is the map? Right here. So the guy, that's from the Engels airfield for Volgograd area right here. So this is Ukraine here. So they launch it from here, some in this area, Engels to airbase towards Ukraine. So that would be somewhere around here, coming this way. 4 Kh guided air-to-surface missiles from tactical aircraft launched from Belgorod Oblast. Belgorod Oblast, again, is this area here. Next. 106 Shahed, various types of decoy drones launched from the Bryansk, Milerovo, Orel, Primorsko-Akhtarsk Oblast. So Bryansk, all right, let's see, Bryansk, which is this area. Then you have here Milerovo, is this little town of Bethlehem right here. And then you have Primorsko-Akhtarsk, which is across from the Sea of Azov, exactly here, right there. So across from this, and it was Oriol as well. Usually they do it from Kursk, Bryansk, this area. All right, let's see what else. Early reports indicate the destruction of 113 Russian aerial targets as of, I don't know, midnight. So 55 Kh and caliber cruise missiles, 4 guided to surface missiles, 54 attack UAVs. The Russians targeted Ukraine's energy infrastructure in, let's see what they hit: Kharkiv, Kyiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Poltava, Zhytomyr, Ivano-Frankivsk, and Zaporozhye Oblast. Unfortunately, there has been damage as a result of the Russian attack. So not 100% success for the Ukrainians. So Kharkiv, Kyiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Poltava. So right here, this is Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk. Yeah, you want two hand, okay. Dnipropetrovsk, Poltava, Kyiv. As I said, here's going to be Vinnytsia and Ivano-Frankivsk Vinnytsia. They will report in the next article the damage. Zaporozhye, Zhytomyr. All right, where are you? Zhytomyr. Right here. So Zhytomyr, not Khmelnytsky this time. All right, let's see what else these guys are saying. I'm going to move to the next one. Next one is Russia launches over 70 missiles and over 100 drones in latest attack on Ukraine, according to the new Voice of Ukraine. Let's see what the Russians say. According to Sputnik, Russia launches precision strikes on Ukrainian energy facilities, liberates settlement in Donetsk People's Republic. The Russian armed forces carried out a massive strike on Wednesday morning on critical energy facilities that support Ukraine's defense industries. As you can tell, both sides hit only military infrastructure, or critical in this case, energy facilities. The Russian Ministry of Defense said the goal of the strike was achieved and all designated targets were hit. And I'm quoting: "This morning, the armed forces of the Russian Federation conducted a massive strike using high-precision, long-range weapons and strike drones on critical energy infrastructure in Ukraine that ensure the operation of its military-industrial complex. The objective was achieved. All targets were struck." Air defense systems of the Russian Federation intercepted 5 US-made HIMARS rockets and 119 fixed-wing drones. So the Ukrainians are not laying down dead, they are fighting. The Russian Center Battle Group captured the settlement of Novi Trud in the Donetsk People's Republic. All right, so here is another report from Russia Today. So the Russians, this is one that they say they captured in the Donetsk People's Republic, and that is in this area here. This is Donetsk People's Republic. So in this area, I will show you pointed the other settlements where the Russians advanced and captured. According to Russia Today, Russian barrage hits defense-related Ukrainian infrastructure. The latest strikes have achieved their objectives. Okay, let's see what else they say. Moscow used some 70 missiles and over 100 kamikaze drones and attack Ukrainian in Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister said. So the Russians don't say what they did. All right, the Russian military previously reported the interception overnight of 59 Ukrainian drones launched against targets inside Russia. Of those, 26 robotic aircraft were downed over the border Belgorod region, according to statements. Next one. Ukrinform. Let's see the damage the Russians caused. Russians massively attacking Ukraine energy infrastructure. Again, they attacked the infrastructure. According to the minister, the transmission system operators taking measures to limit consumption to minimize negative consequences for the energy grid. As soon as the security, massive, nothing here, but next one, Ukrinform. Energy infrastructure damaged in Vinnytsia region. Where are you, Vinnytsia, baby doll? Vinnytsia, right here. So we have Vinnytsia. Remember, they had Zhytomyr, they said Ivano-Frankivsk, they said Kyiv. So let's see, where were we? Vinnytsia. Energy infrastructure in Vinnytsia region has been damaged as a result of the enemy attacks. All right, next one. Russian drone and missile debris wreaks havoc in Kyiv Oblast. So Kyiv Oblast. And obviously these guys destroyed probably everything there. I'm talking about the Ukrainians. Again, the new voice of Ukraine. Russian strike disrupts power supply in Poltava Oblast. So Poltava Oblast, right here. So we have this one, we have Kyiv, we have Vinnytsia, we have Ivano-Frankivsk, and we have Zhytomyr. Where are we? I think we are right here. Next one. Russian attack leaves part of Ivano-Frankivsk Oblast without power. So that is right here. By Romania, by Hungary, by Slovakia, and by Poland. So here. In response, obviously, the Poles with balls scrambled their fighter jets to, I don't know exactly what to do, but we'll find out. Right here. Poland scrambles combat aircraft after Russian shelling of Ukraine. That's all they did. And with their, how do you call them? Their allies. On the night of 24 to 25 of December, Russia launched strategic bombers Tu-95 and fired caliber cruise missiles from the Black Sea. Boom. Okay, we got that one. And we got this one, right? And we have next one. Russian missile cuts through Moldova, Romania on Christmas morning. So this person right here, which I think she is not working for the Romanian people in Bessarabia, which they call Moldova. And I think she just is activated to provoke the Russians to a certain, there's two alternatives, I think. One, she wants to provoke the Russians, claiming certain things and pushing, or the Russians want to provoke them so they can fuck them up. I mean, or maybe the third option is both. There's no other way. She wants to is going to play the same role as Zelensky. I don't like anything about the Minsk agreements 1 or 2. Therefore, start going in and take care of those Russians in the eastern part of Ukraine, the Russian-speaking population. So probably she's going to be again activated by these guys. We'll see if she's going to take care of the Transnistria Russian troops, peacekeeping troops over there. And then you're going to be at war. Remember, Moldova is in a very, Bessarabia is in a very peculiar position. It's not a NATO member state, it's not a European member state. Therefore, if it goes to war against the evil Russians, none of these bodies could be directly attacked by Russia. It will be used as a trampoline for the two entities, which is NATO and the European Union, to strike the Russians like they do in Ukraine. But they say, you can't strike me back because we're not involved. Let's see how much longer the Russians will put up with this kabuki thing. A Russian cruise missiles flew through Moldova and Romanian airspace towards the western Ukrainian administrative center of Chernivtsi. The Ukrainian Air Force reported. So the Ukrainians report this. The missile flew about 140 kilometers over the two countries after entering Moldova near the Ukrainian town of Yampil, Vinnytsia Oblast, and returned to Ukraine near the Romanian town of Darabani. So they say this guy entered by this town and then came out through that one. Okay, let's see where we'll find it. So Vinnytsia is right here. So they say it got in here in this border area with Moldova, Basarabia, and then got out through the Romanian, right here, this is Romanian airspace. So the border with Romania and Basarabia is right here. So they claim it went through Vinnytsia Oblast, somehow flew through and went out from Romania and went probably to Frankivsko, Ivano-Frankivsk, or Chernouți. Oh, man, these guys. All right, let's see what else they say about this. Okay, now we have Romania has not confirmed a Russian missile entered its airspace. So remember, the other one said, yeah, we got it. Moldovan President Sandu strongly condemned Russia's violation of Moldova's airspace as well as its attack on Ukraine's power grid. Now, let me give you this. If this Sandu will condemn, she should condemn her sponsors. She should condemn the one who overthrew a legitimate government in Ukraine in 2014, but she didn't. Well, she was a piece of, I don't know exactly what, in 2014, but I want to hear her tell those guys. I want her to say that NATO in 2008 should not have invited, or say at least, that Ukraine and Georgia will one day join NATO, which Ukraine was supposed to be a neutral country. So someone broke the neutrality, which was the United States of America. So I think she should turn first to these guys and then to the secondary issue. The first issue is the originator. What's the originator? Who started the Ukraine war? You start with the fifth issue, which is, oh, the Russians. No, you go back in time and you find out those guys pushed closer and broke one after another promises and, overthrew a government with the help of some traitors inside Ukraine. So that's why I can't, when she says, well, that's a violation. Yes, it is a violation. So tell your motherfuckers over there to back off, all right? And you would not have missiles crossing over. What will you do? Hit it? Okay, he's going to fuck you up. I'm talking about Putin. So you, again, if you start in a chronological way to assess an issue, to solve an issue, you start also with the origin. And the origin is not this missile that just crossed over. Stop issuing, launching missiles. How about you talk with your boys? No, you won't, because you are a bottom feeder. Pop, like a carp. That's what you are. You eat whatever remains from the bottom. You're not going to hunt for anything because you are... Yes, sir. Romania did not confirm, as you can say, the Russian missile entering its airspace. What's next? Moldovan President confirms Russian missile violated Moldova. So don't look at this person as a hero or heroine for the Romanians in Basarabia. Don't look about... No, she's not. She's doing the right thing. She's condemning the violation of the Romanian airspace. The people living in... the so-called Moldova. That's true, she does that, but I think she should be verbal to tell the other guys, why did you start this? Why did you push those? Why did you help the overthrow a legitimate government? Why do you want these guys? Why do you get closer with defensive alliance NATO to the Russian border? All these questions would be legitimate because actions have, consequences. So baby doll, you're not honest, and I think you are on the payroll of someone else. Now, let's move to something else. Ukrainska Pravda. Deep state. Russians occupy Novolenivka and Sorozhenie in Donetsk Oblast. And I will show you where those guys are. The Russians have occupied 2 more settlements in Donetsk Oblast and advanced near Pichenia and Novovaslivka. All right, so let's start with the first one. So this is the Storovniev. All right, it is right here by Marinka. This is Pokrovsk, is right here. Kurakovo, I will show you a different map. So this is the town these guys say they liberated, a little piece of thing. But it's across from the river, so that's a good thing for the Russians. So Kurakovo is here, or Kurakovo, so you take about, southwest of Kurakovo. And we're gonna go to this map in Donetsk People Republic, right here. In Pokrovsk area, which is right here. This is Pokrovsk. The Russians call it differently. Krasnoarmeysk. And this is Kurakovo. So you go south, and this is south in this area, because north is Pokrovsk. So they show the map right here. Kurakovo, this is the town, and Pokrovsk is not there, right here. All right, so that would make it in this area right here. Pokrovsk, Kurakovo in this area here. Next place that they say they liberated. It's right here. And again, you're gonna go to Pokrovsk. It was right here, so it's northeast of Pokrovsk, and Kurakovo is down here. So Kurakovo, I will get this as an, so you see on the map Kurakovo, Pokrovsk, and here is the location. So that on the map will be Kurakovo, Pokrovsk, and probably the location is somewhere here in this area. All right, next one. They said they got closer, and this is in here by Kupiansk. So let me show you the article. So they say advanced near Prishchine. Deep state analysis emphasized that the Russians had captured new territory in Donetsk Oblast. This includes the settlements of Storozhenia and Novolenivka. And it says the Russians also advanced near the settlement of Prishchine, which lies a few kilometers from Pokrovsk and close to Novosilivka. Again, Pokrovsk right here. This is the town these guys attacked. And this is where they come closer to Pokrovsk. If you can see, and you can, this is from southwest of Pokrovsk. There would be in this area here. This is Pokrovsk. So probably they advance towards some areas here close to Krasnoarmeysk, which is Pokrovsk in the big scheme of things. This is where this is in Ukraine. All right, so we've got one more article here, and we're going to find out that the Russians were also attacked by the Ukrainians with drones, and it says air defense destroys 59 Ukrainian drones over 5 Russian regions, Sea of Azov, Ministry of Defense claims. Over the past night, air defense systems destroyed 59 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles. 26 drones were shot down over the Belgorod region, 23 over Voronezh, Kursk, Bryansk, Tambov, and over the Sea of Azov. So these things are located in this area, right? Tambov is here, Bryansk, Kursk, Belgorod, and the Sea of Azov is down here. So my friends, this concludes a little macro view on what's going on over there and what has been going on over there on Christmas Day. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.